Yeah, that's about it. So I'm gonna bring it up to questions here. It's right now 7:36. So I'll be doing a quick Q&A here. Just ask any sort of questions that you have on the chat, and I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. I'll take the delay into account right now, so let's wait up on that. If I don't get any questions within like 10-20 minutes, then I'll be closing this. I'll be closing this stream and switching back to the office stream. But to all the people who've been watching, thank you very much in doing so. I'm happy that you found this. I'm happy that you actually managed to check out this game, and please, by all means, play it, support my game, or my Patreon too. I would really like some help on the funding there. There was a question about, is this going on stream? I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be on Steam, but it is on Game Jolt. Does it have Xbox 360 controller support? No. It does not have Xbox 360 controller support. Or more correctly, very limited support. I do not recommend it. Good question so far. What was the origin of the game's name? Good question. Suddenly, bananas. Thousands of them meme. No, really, that's all I had. When it comes to game titles, I actually don't come up with the game titles until the very end of the development. That's largely because I feel like the title should be dictated by what the contents of the games are. And in this case, I wanted to really convey that this was supposed to be about, herding a bunch of cats. So it just seemed like Suddenly Thousands was a good title for that. I usually do a quick brain dump when it comes to coming up with titles, and that in particular just had the nicest ring to it. DNA Justice asks, do you see yourself expanding on the game, perhaps with more levels? Um, I don't know. As of right now, like I said earlier, I'm trying to judge to see how each of these experimental games are doing, and it seems like it's a very popular concept per se, but it seems like that the word hasn't been coming out as of late. It's not one of those kind of game that becomes viral very quickly. So I've been debating about it. I may do this after, when I have a little more following or if I have a little more budgeting. But at this point, it is not it is not high on my list when it comes to priorities. Um, I would like to construct more levels of it. I did have a lot of fun designing this game, but unfortunately, uh, my budget right now is on the unsafe side, and that to me is my bigger concern in resolving them. There is one thing I mentioned in the postmortem that if I am to recreate this game, I want to go for a more narrative angle because this game has a lot of wonderful moments where you feel like there's a story emerging. And I felt like I underutilized that throughout the 48-hour time span. So that's something that I want to be able to establish, excuse me, in the near future. Excuse me again. Sorry, Muscle Hustler. So I wonder if Modern Businessman is Joshua. So here's a quick question to you guys that are on the chat. What do you think of the whole Let's Play? Do you like how? Do you like the content? Do you think it was very educational? Is there any advice that you have in improving it? Please put it down in the chat, and we'll keep those feedback in mind when we do our next set of scheduled events. All right, it's 7:44 right now. We will be closing out the event in a few minutes. I'll be waiting a few more minutes just to see if anyone else is interested in commenting. I'll play the credits again just to listen to nice music. And like I said previously, I'll be switching back to the office camp very soon.
Bye, everybody. I mean, you can still stay on there, but.
I have to say my favorite character is Box-chan, just because she can jump the highest. That was actually by complete well, it's kind of like Ricky from Xenoblade Chronicles. From what I heard, the developers you're awesome for doing this event. Thank you very much. From what I've heard with Ricky and Xenoblade Chronicles, what they did was they gave him the lowest HP, the lowest health of any character that you can play as, and nobody liked that. So what they did instead was they gave him the highest HP, and then everybody loved him. So I used the same strategy for Box-chan. Originally, she was only slightly better than Astrella when it comes to jumping, but not that many. I didn't like it at all, so I gave her the highest jumping capabilities, and then she became freaking awesome. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep it at that. It was entirely coincidental that she was like, you know, the shortest character and was really easy to utilize in those short, those short area levels puzzles. But